Macedo steals some high-limit money and then promptly crashed. Mike Marlar continues car swapping. McKay Wenger makes a change. Ricky Thornton Jr. races a whole lot. And more today. Let's go. It's Tuesday, July 15th. I'm Justin Fiedler. This is DIRTRACKR Daily presented by Kubota Genuine Parts. If you haven't grabbed a subscription to Flow Racing yet this season, it's still a good time to jump in. They've got Lucas and the Southern Nationals this week, plus High Limit at Eldora, Short Track Super Series, and a lot more. If you can't get to those races and you want to watch from home, grab a subscription to Flow Racing. You can sign up and help out DIRTRACKR at no additional cost to you by heading over to DIRTRACKR.com/FlowRacing. Signing up means you'll get to watch hundreds of races a year, and that's really just on the dirt side. They've also got a whole lot of other racing events on there as well. Grab a pass at DIRTRACKR.com/FlowRacing, or you can click the link below in the video description or the Flow Racing links at DIRTRACKR.com. The Kubota High Limit Sprint Cars in action last night at Fremont Speedway for a midweek championship series show. 45 cars on hand and one outlaw team there burning a freebie. That was Macedo, who was in attendance. It was definitely a bit of a messy night, especially in heat races. That first heat seemed like it would just never end. Multiple incidents, Corey Day docked for jumping a start, and something like 17 minutes to complete an 8-lap heat race where laps take about 13 seconds. There were also incidents in the other heats and another start called back in Heat 3 with TJ Michael. The Michael call was marginal, and it did take nearly a full lap before the caution was thrown. After getting docked a row, Michael would have been fine, but he slowly slipped back through the heat after that, and his night went big sideways late in that heat when he spun into the infield after making contact with Cap Henry. All the madness left some guys well down the order, with James McFadden and Tanner Holmes not transferring from the C-Main, and Casey Kane, Justin Peck, and Aaron Reitzel all needing provisionals to start the feature. The best Reitzel could do in that main event was charge from 25th to 14th, which was his first high-limit finish outside the top 10 in 13 races going back to Tri-City in May. With Brad Sweet ending up in the top 5, Reitzel now back to 3rd in the standings and 23 points behind. And with as tight as things are, I think we're going to likely continue to see a lot of movement kind of up and down in this top 5 in the coming weeks. It's really going to be on a night-to-night basis where guys finish. Still, only 58 points separate that entire top 5. Last night's win went to Macedo, who led all 35 laps from the pole. It was his first career high-limit win and first with either national tour. He is still seeking that first World of Outlaws win. Macedo, a past Fremont track champion, so definitely a facility he knows well. And is this the part where folks start saying the Outlaws are better than High Limit because the driver who's 11th in Outlaw points just beat all of the High Limit guys, including Kyle Larson, or do I have that wrong? Things got wild, though, for Macedo after the checkered. He ran up on the lap car of Chris Andrews right at the flag stand and then went for a massive tumble. He jumped the right rear of Andrews, who Macedo said piled on the brakes, and the 2C suffered big damage. Macedo told Laporta afterwards that he didn't realize the race was over and thought he'd just thrown it all away. Pretty crazy to watch them set that car down on the scales with a wrecker to clear post-race tech and then tow it to victory lane. A big win, though, for Macedo, and everyone around him was in the house. That included Brother Carson and a lot of the JJR crew, including crew chief Philip Dietz. Kyle Larson and Tyler Courtney, the other podium finishers on the night. Besides leading overall, Brad Sweet's top 5 run also sees him now take control of the midweek championship as well. High Limit back to action Wednesday at Eldora. Also racing last night was the Southern Nationals. They were at Volunteer Speedway for $7,500 to win. Pretty fun slider fest in that one. Garrett Smith, Chris Madden, and the Marlars all involved. It was Madden, though, who came out on top going back-to-back with the series. Madden continuing to show speed here in this new deal with Cale Green since parting ways with G.R. Smith a few weeks ago. We talked yesterday on the show about Mike Marlar flipping back and forth between the Infinity chassis he'd been running and what certainly appears to be a Longhorn. Last night at Volunteer, the gold car was back after Marlar ran the red car Sunday at Wayne County. The red car is the Infinity, and the gold car is likely a Longhorn. He went 7th to 2nd behind Madden's win. I guess the next time out, we'll see what other car he decides to race. The Southern Nationals back today with another $7,500 to win. $7,500 to win show. That one's at I-75. In some regional dirt late model news, McKay Wenger announced yesterday via social media he has parted ways with the Curliss Motorsports number 99 team. Wenger got in that car back in 2023 and pretty much been full-time in it since the start of 2024. The Illinois driver won 11 times last season, but 2025 had not been as kind. Wenger has won the past 2 weeks in a row at Fairbury, but those came in his own 42 machine. And my assumption is that he will stick to his own car going forward. Why look for another ride when you can win in your own stuff? Looking ahead to later today, you've got the World of Outlaws sprint cars in action at Attica Raceway Park for the Brad Doty Classic. Buddy Kofoid, the hottest driver right now in sprint car racing. He's been on the podium in each of the last 8 races. I'd put him towards the top for win chances tonight as well, as he was an Attica winner in May of 2024. David Gravel is the defending Brad Doty Classic winner. There still isn't much reason to talk about the championship here, even with the monster run of races Kofoid has been on. Gravel still has a 182-point lead. I will be curious to see how many high-limit teams drop into Attica tonight. I could see at least some of them skipping tonight and putting all of their focus on Eldora later this week. The weather at Eldora could be a problem, though, so some may want to just race tonight to just get something in this week. In Iowa, there is good money on the line tonight for the Lucas teams at Shelby County. The winner will get $25,000 before things shift to Houston Speedway later this week for the Silver Dollar Nationals. Brandon Shepard, the most recent series winner, and he and Garrett Alberson are trying to get closer to that championship 4. Devin Moran has looked vulnerable here as of late, and his cushion is down to 160 points. Hudson O'Neal won this race a year ago. He's been strong lately as well. We've been talking about this run he's been on. While most of the series drivers have taken a few days off after Wheatland this last Saturday, the same has not been true for Ricky Thornton Jr. He went to Boone County on Sunday, picked up an IMCA stock car win, and he was at Beatrice last night where he won the IMCA modified feature and also ran the IMCA stock car. RTJ's website says he's already raced 82 times this season, and it's only July 15th. Finally today, it seems as though the future for Tri-State Speedway in Oklahoma is in serious doubt. The ASCS announced this morning the cancellation of their race that was supposed to happen at Tri-State this coming Saturday. The ASCS pointed to the track ceasing operations. In a social media post, track promoters Jake and Kelsey Davis announced they are no longer affiliated with the track. Schedule for the track on my race pass says this weekend's USRA stock car event will be rescheduled, and the full slate of races for the remainder of 2025 still show as kind of on as originally scheduled. So I guess we'll kind of see what plays out here in the coming days and weeks. We'll call it good right there for today. Don't forget, if you want even more dirt racing content, make sure to follow Dirt Tracker across social media. That means Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and a whole lot more. Wherever you are, so is Dirt Tracker. Just search DIRTRACKR. Hope you guys have a great Tuesday out there. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.